May 18th. The news you never hear. It is worse than I ever thought. Yes, the stories I discovered buried deep in the dustbins of history were more depraved and more evil than I ever imagined, and I imagined some pretty bad things. It seems that human depravity, rooted in sin, coupled with evil forces, is a fine pairing for death and destruction the world over. They are equally present in our times, riding just beneath the surface of our culture like a stealth submarine. Sounds dark and dire, doesn't it? It is, and I will not diminish the dangers and threats to human existence on this planet. I have lived in one realm of purposeful oblivion to them, and in another with acute awareness and fear. My early life was steeped in fear, and I carried it like 100-pound stone most of the days I have breathed on this earth. I did my very best to ignore and shut out the daily gnawing of the what-ifs and might-happens as my remedy. Fear is the greatest tool our enemy has universally employed against humankind, and I was as vulnerable to it as any human being has ever been. Until one day in 1981. That was the day I accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior, and the day the enemy began to loosen his grip on me, and increasingly since then. Every day since, the enemy has lost more control, and Christ has gained it. It has not been an easy process. It has been one of the most difficult aspects of my relationship with God. Sometimes fear is comfortable because it is all you know. Often it gives you a sense of control in a twisted sort of way. As I have given up my idea of control and safety, I have gained unmatched freedom. As I, day by day, moment by moment, trust Jesus, I find increased peace. Faith is a peaceful trust that acknowledges God's plan and sovereignty, but it's also His protection. So what do I do when scary things happen? I reach out to Jesus, trusting His ability to use every situation to produce growth in me, encourage others going through similar trials, or, if He chooses, to completely change the situation. The key takeaway is that I can trust Him every single time with any news. God proves to me every day that He holds my life in His hand. Evil may seem to prevail, but it cannot hold me down, discourage me, or cause me to give up. And I have even become dangerous. I have become courageous enough to stand up and fight against the kingdom of destruction, against the enemy of our families and our faith. Jesus won at the cross, not just for the time He lived in the flesh, but for eternity. I am on the winning team, and we already know the end of the story. That's the news you never hear. The enemy of your soul will keep it from you at all costs. God's news, Christ in me, is truly good news. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Psalm 112:7. They will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord.